We're here on the Withlacoochee Trail still. How many more miles we got? 12 more?
12 more miles, and it's not raining anymore. Thank God.
Went through a lot of debris on the road, though. It's not too bad down this way. But back there, sticks.
Steam coming off the road.
Yeah. We're here at the Great Train Wreck of 1956.
Well, Shane, fill us in on this.
Well, let me educate myself, and I can educate the audience. You are standing on the site of one of the worst train disasters in Florida history. The tragedy occurred October 18th, 1956 on a dark and foggy morning in Panola. At 5:12 a.m., people from 5 miles around were awakened when two freight trains collided head-on. Catastrophe unfolds. The trains, loaded with perishables and dry goods, were traveling on the same track at full speed at 49 miles per hour. Realizing they were on a collision course, Dunellen dispatcher Braddock, like Colonel Braddock, phoned Croom station agent Cooper, telling him to get in his car and go see what you can find. Cooper and fellow agent Thomas raced 90 miles per hour on an ungraded road to alert the engineers, but did not reach them in time. At the sight of the oncoming headlight, the northbound train engineer slammed on the emergency brakes as he yelled to his assistants to brace themselves for the crash. And an ironic end. 4 engines and 16 cars derailed. 4 crewmen died, with fire engulfing the scene. Firefighters and hearses came from as far away as Tampa to offer assistance. Ironically, this tragedy might have been averted if recently installed railroad radios had been put to use. Now, let's not forget it's 1956. However, engineers had agreed not to use them until they received additional pay as radio operators. See, when you want more money, what happens? That's probably something Rick Scott would say. One of the casualties, engineer B.J. Martin of number 237, had been a leader in the holdout, of the radio holdout, I guess, not except in the radios. But in their honor, we honor those who lost their lives in this tragic event. Brakeman W.E. Snyder, number 118, section 2. Engineer B.J. Martin, number 237. Fireman E.W. Vaughn, number 237. Brakeman J.L. Phillips, number 237. Engineer Otis Bridges and fireman William Hardy Jr. were injured.
Now tell us the real truth behind the whole thing.
Well, the real truth is it was a UFO cover-up. The trains, and it wasn't 2 trains, it was only 1 train, and all those men were on the 1 train. And a UFO landed on the Withlacoochee Railroad line there, that it once was. And those 2 guys that were speeding 90 miles an hour were the first witnesses of the UFO. And they knew the train was coming, so they went 90 miles an hour to try to stop that train. Unfortunately, they don't mention that beyond the 4 casualties there, also 4 alien bodies, and one of them was still alive. And
that might be him now.
that might be the alien. Hope that was a backfire, not a shotgun. Basically, they took this alien's body to what is now known as the Air Force Base in Tampa as shit. See that fly?
You mean MacDill?
Yeah, MacDill. And that's why MacDill is one of the lead places for the Southwest Asia field, which covers the Middle East, Afghanistan, and supposedly, the alien is still down there at MacDill.
Still alive. You think they're gaining any, like secrets of technology and so forth?
Yeah, I mean, same as the Roswell. This one in 1956. From the aliens, we gained so much technology: the microchip, jet propulsion, infrared vision night goggles, stealth technology, technology we only know about yet, like the, yeah, you know, whatever that jet's called.
Well, this wick away moisture repellent.
Aura jet.
Yeah. The drones.
The drones.
Being able to radio control.
But unfortunately, our government has not heeded to the aliens' wants and needs. So the aliens have been going, if you know why China's economy has got big, it's not because of the billions of people there, it's because of the aliens. The aliens are starting to go to China. And there's been a lot more sightings in China in recent years than ever before. And yeah, those Chinese bastards are going to probably get us with the better alien technology that the aliens are giving them. That's the aliens' goal, to start World War III. So we exterminate us and then take over the planet.
Well, that makes sense.
So there's the true story of the Great Train Wreck of 1956.
And we do, you know, pay our respects to the people who did pass away. I mean, there's no doubt. You know, we don't want to, you know, confuse anybody here. We do say, you know, it was a terrible thing that they had to lose their lives. Although I did hear supposedly that they actually saved one or two of them and kept them hidden away because they had seen.
And these two men here, Engineer Otis Bridges and Fireman William Hardy Jr., were not injured. They just saw reporters saw two bodies.
Maybe that's the two right there that I'm talking about.
Yeah, they saw two bodies being carted away and put in an ambulance, but it wasn't those two. They just used their names for another cover-up, putting the aliens in there and getting them out of there.
No, that's true.
They went straight to, and all those people, they said hearses and stuff came from Tampa. Well, some of that was from MacDill Air Force Base, and it wasn't a hearse. And they covered up the scene pretty good. That's why you don't see
too much in the picture.
You see the day after pictures.
Yeah. See right there's the engineer, the engineering car right there. You know, the front car, and then right here they show looks like partial train wreckage, but also it looks like something else is in there.
If you can see here. I mean, what's that?
Yeah, like there's a prime example. What is that they're standing, and everybody's standing around it?
It's not a train car.
Yeah. And you see right up here is this white mass. What is that? That's not clouds, because that's down towards the ground. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bad black and white photo, and of course they're not going to put anything on this board here that would really give it away, but
they had to give some evidence.
Yeah. But that gives you a good background on the Great Train Wreck of 1956, which was truly a government cover-up, if any, I would have to say.
It's tragic. Our government's been covering up stuff for years.
And, you know, what gets us is we really don't know why. Because, you know, say they did say there was aliens. What would really happen? Would there be so much panic out in the world, or would it, you know, would everybody just embrace the fact that there's people out there?
Well, you look at the...
would it give our lives more meaning?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the radio broadcast by, what's his name? I forgot. Did the radio broadcast back in the 20s or whenever it was about Warriors by H.G. Wells, but was it something Olsen or something? I forgot the guy.
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles, yeah. But people panicked because they didn't, at the beginning of the show, they said it was a show. But they never took a break, and people got caught in the middle of the show, thought it was real, and they're saying, you know, aliens from wherever,
and that they were killing people and stuff.
So of course you're gonna freak out with that.
Yeah.
But if you have an alien come down and say, all right, I'm gonna give you a cure for cancer, and you know, oh well. But I truly think aliens are actually demonic forces.
And that's a whole new story that we'd have to get into.
Don't go there.
Yeah, if we got into that, we would have to go into another segment.
We'll just give you a glimpse of that one. The devil and his angels were cast out of heaven. Yeah. Well, their wings were taken away, but they had the knowledge to build technology, flying vehicles. Okay, there we go.